Hello again. It's been a while since I've put post a YouTube channel clip up, but I've just been thinking about what I can put up on the channel um, because I'm new to this. There's only a little bit I can actually put up, and obviously in the UK there is uh, it's the winter, so the weather has been wet, cold, and nothing really goes on that much on, like I say, the RC side of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some 10th scale indoor racing and that, but it's indoors and I don't do indoor racing. I have in the past, but I've stopped. I don't have any indoor stuff for racing. Most of my stuff is a summer season, um, and I've done stuff in the wet, in the cold, and I just don't do that anymore because it's not. I can't see it being that fun on my side of it, because when you're cold, you just don't want to be outside, and especially when if you work in a you know in a warehouse when it's not heated, or you work outside at the weekends and that, you don't want to be out in the cold and in the wet. Obviously, sometimes you need to get out, but anyway, I saw a few bits on YouTube about it's the RC side of it. Now I'm trying to do a little bit of research on it into because what they're saying is basically um, they're saying some of these RC cars are toys. Now there it's a hard really, because as you can see with that Tamiya lunchbox, I mean, yeah, you can race it. There's a lot of them you can race, including this. I haven't got it anymore, but this Mini, you can race that if you wanted to. Um, but I think I wouldn't class them as toys. I wouldn't, especially um, especially this uh, big truck here. That is definitely not a toy. And I've been looking actually in the instructions. Well, kind of not in. They're not really their instructions. Really, they're it's a bit of a guide, but even that's not that great. Um, but I looked through here, and as you can see clearly, age recommendation not for children under 14 years. This is not a toy. Now, if you're going to post something on YouTube like this car, for example, what I've done, and basically the you're saying, oh, it's not a toy, and it's this government body thing. I don't think it's actually YouTube themselves, but YouTube has got into a little bit of trouble, what I heard. And obviously it's all dealt with, but there's some new regs. Now, I'm not too sure if it's going to be worldwide or what, but I presume it will be worldwide. And if you're doing a feature on something like this and you're saying, oh, it's not a toy, and then go and say, yes, it is a toy, it's not a toy. For example, I've just shown you in this instruction manual here, it's got, says it's not a toy, because one, it's got a petrol engine, as you can see in there, and the exhaust and everything. Very hot materials, and moving parts and everything like that. And as anything, it's like that Tamiya lunchbox over there, and a lot of the Tamiya cars, I've built quite a few Tamiya vehicles in the past, Basically, when you run, I haven't seen an age group, but there is an age group for these. I think they'd be about the same. It would be about 14 and upwards, obviously. But I presume it would be on the box. But they clearly give you, when you first open up the actual manual, it gives you a guide of what you need for the vehicle, what paints you need, what tools you need. And the other thing is like you need an adult if you're even if you are 14, between 14 and or 15, and you do need an adult to help you, because not only you've got these tools here, but especially here you've got a modelling knife. Now that's a blade, that is. Has anyone's got one of these blades? Like this one here. I mean, that is sharp. Absolutely a sharp blade. You can do yourself obviously some harm if you're being an idiot with it. And obviously it's got all the safety instructions. This is all in Chinese or Japanese, whichever it is. It's got some do's and don'ts and everything like that, and a guide. Even the instructions here does tell you, it's got it all on there, as you can see. So they got the guys, the manufacturers, that do their best to actually, help and put their side across. And obviously they're doing it for a reason. And anything you've got to paint or cut or anything like that, I don't think it's for anyone under that age, or even a 14-year-old. You still should have an adult. I mean, even, I've got some paint here, and even this has got, let's see if it focuses. There we go. Focus. See, for adult modelers only, age 14 years and above. So you've got a spray can here, what actually tells you what, the ages as well. So they're putting the right information down on here. But I just don't, there's so much good information, and like if you're looking into buying or purchasing, or you need some help with something, that's where YouTube comes into it. There's loads of people all around the world, with RC stuff. There's loads of stuff, from rock crawling to fifth scales, to Tamiya projects, or Kyosho or HPI vehicles, Lossy vehicles, or other brand vehicles and that. And there's so much good information you can get. And if you're looking at purchasing an RC car, there's unboxings as well, so it's like it gives you more intel of what comes with them, and what you need to do, and what stuff you need to buy. There's loads of it, and it's a really helpful information out there. And if this has to stop for any reason, like the actual hobby side is a hard game to get into for, like, even model shops. I mean, don't get me wrong, the pricing on a lot of stuff is quite expensive, a lot of it, and sometimes the quality's good and sometimes the quality isn't good. Tamiya cars are more affordable, and they're a very good platform too. If you're new to the hobby, the platform is a good little platform, that is. There's various Tamiya models out there. It's not just the Lunchbox. You've got the Midnight Punky, it takes the same drive train. It's just got a different body shell on it. but there's some great things out there. Right, I'll take this to a close, and comment below if you see what you think about it, and please give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much.